here's CNN, Dear Abby with Scott Jennings, and you'll see the other lady. I wish I knew her name. I don't, but I've seen her many times. This exchange is the best part. Go ahead, Rob.
Look, I mean, if Democrats want to embrace having the Communist Party here in New York City sponsor this rally, be my guest, respectfully, and I hear what you're saying, but where is the energy in the Democratic Party? You see energy around protecting illegal populations. You see it every day. Energy around criminals, violent criminals. I mean, Democratic officials all over this country have worked very hard to let violent criminals out on the streets. Where is the lie in what is being said by Caroline Leavitt? This is where the energy is on the left.
The energy,
violent, illegal aliens, violent criminals. That's the energy. That's what you see.
The energy is behind protecting people's rights. It's behind not having citizens citizens, Americans.
What about illegal aliens being rounded up by ICE?
Many Democrats have said we got the immigration issue wrong and we need to fix it. Perhaps maybe in Congress, but we know that won't happen because they aren't even working right now. But people are protesting Americans being zip-tied, being detained without having their rights protected.
She can't even say it.
I'm not saying that is not who is. That is not the Democratic Party saying that let all illegal people or criminals run free. That is not what the Democratic Party is saying.
Those are the policies. Those are your.
No, they are not.
I mean, you have prosecutors and judges all over this country that have let violent criminal after violent criminal out on the streets, and then what do? They commit other violent crimes in city after city after city.
With people exercising their rights to protest.
I don't know.
I really want to understand.
This is the point.
There are going to be millions of people probably out on the streets all over the country. And many of those people are, your neighbors, perhaps some of your friends. They're regular Americans that have constitutional rights, that have voting rights like everybody else.
He says, you can pause
Why is it that...
He says there's nothing wrong with protesting. What are you protesting for?
That's the goal. Yeah. Like, what's the...
What are the issues? What are you about? What a wasted opportunity. By the way, Democrats actually had an opportunity to do something with this. They wasted it. They actually had a shot at doing something with this. They wasted it.
And this is their second time. Pat,
yes.
You already had round one, and it was a flop. Now you had more people. By the way, the numbers are 2 to 3 million. The 7 million even was a lie.
I've been quiet up to now because this is so on brand. What do we talk about? Feelings and victim groups to create voting blocks and response. I agree with Adam. Yep, there are voters out there, but all they have is a bunch of feeling on parade, and they're trying to find the victim. They're trying to make everyone a victim of an authoritarian king. This is the playbook that the Democrats run, and it doesn't work when you go out there and people say, okay, I'm listening. What has the king done to me? Republican side, Ronald Reagan. Ask yourself when you go to the voting booth, am I better off than I was 4 years ago, specifically? And if you're not, I ask for your vote because I want to turn the economy around. I want to do this. There's the pitch, to quote one election. These folks were out there. These were paid. You can see it. And I bet I would love to see, it's going to happen. You're going to have somebody like who, sitting at a card table, Steven Crowder, saying this was paid for by communists, prove me wrong. And they're going to look at all the logos of the people that paid for this, and people are going to go, wait.
Have you seen it, actually, guys that were paid? Have you seen clips? I want you to play this clip, Rob, because that what people are going to say when you say that is going to say, well, prove it to me, show it to me, okay? Watch this here, okay? Rob, play this clip because I agree with you, Tom.
And I see the logo. There's a logo.
No, for sure, Tom. But here's the thing. Watch what this guy does. He's doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah, he's
Look at this guy. He crashed a paid protester meeting. Watch this.
Oh, I know this. Yeah.
Crash a paid protester meeting, and this is part one.
Oh, we're having our little meeting. All right, guys, we're going to the paid protester meeting right now. All the signs are there, and they're discussing what's going to be happening at this protest.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Palestine flag.
Just
Look
watch.
at that.
How's it going?
Ready to go.
Is this where the protest is starting?
Yeah.
What's the plan for today?
Sorry, we can't really talk right now because we're setting up.
How come?
Watch what he does.
How come you can't talk?
Just goes right in the middle of them.
How come you can't talk?
And watch what he finds out about one of the guys.
You're setting up?
Back later.
Oh, so what are we discussing?
We talked to a press person.
Who's the press person?
I don't know right now, but I can find out for you.
Okay, I'll be here. So none of you guys want to say what you're protesting for?
You just got to talk to a press liaison. Sorry.
Why do I have to talk to a press person? I feel you would know because you're protesting. Just tell me, we're man to man. Tell me why you can't talk. Or did they tell you can't talk? That's the strategy.
It's all good.
Do you guys work with the People's Forum?
Yeah.
Who do you work with?
Talk to the press liaison.
Who do you guys work with?
Watch
He's
that guy.
shaking his head that he can't say who he works with without a press liaison. It's okay, Victor. You work for the Party of Socialism and Liberation, and you want to be a professor. And seeing as you refer to yourself as an undocumented immigrant from Mexico, I imagine that ICE might have some time for you, seeing as how you also protest for a living. You're an actual communist, and when your comrades started chanting a genocidal threat, I found you again.
Oh, Israel will fall. Now we're just saying that. That's a new one. What does Israel will fall mean?
Look at this guy.
What does Israel will fall mean? Is that a call
He
for
doesn't say
violence?
anything. Pause it.
Is
There's
Israel will
nothing
fall
else
a
from
call
there,
for
Rob.
violence?
So, what's the guy's name?
Shout out to this guy, Nate Friedman.
Nate Friedman,
Great
good
job.
work
I see
guy.
him on the
But
streets.
look, I mean,
Congrats,
listen.
Nate.
This is the part about this. Just tell us what you stand for. Tell us your ideas. Missed opportunity. Absolute embarrassing. They should have done a better job than what they did. They could have done better. They didn't. They screwed up.
Can I ask you a really
Do
quick
you see
question?
what this kid says real quick before we move on from Nate Friedman? Look at the last thing he has to write on his profile.
never take my own
I would
life.
never take my. Think about that for a second. In a modern day America, when you're going against the fascists, the actual fascists, you have to put on your Instagram profile, hey, by the way, this is what I do. This is where I'm at in New York. By the way, would never take my own life.
Good, man.
That's where we're at in society right now.
Let me ask you a question, Pat, just really, really fast. With what they're doing, it's obviously not working. You were talking about business plans and the business planning workshop that's coming, the phone calls that you're getting with potential ex-mayor candidates and all that type of stuff. If you're the Democratic Party, enough of this stuff, Pat. Right now, what would you be doing to get those voters that are on the other side to try to be like, okay, like, what would be a move? What would be a game plan
I hope
for you
they
to do?
continue doing this because all this is doing is helping the Republican Party.
But if you were a Democrat and you know this is like you,
If
how
I'm
you,
a Democrat?
if you're a Democrat right now, Pat, and you're leading the charge right now.
Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. It is 2009, and I have this two people in the group who, in my office, they're super negative.
Okay.
Super negative. And I like these guys a lot, but they're super negative. So one day I hold an emergency meeting, and the people that are there, whoever watches it, they'll remember this. I sat everybody down, and I said, can I ask you a question? I said, yo, what's up? I said, why are you doing this? I started off with 5 people that know exactly why they're doing it, and I finished it with the 2 people that are the most negative people in the room, and I want them to either leave or make a decision. And one by one, I'm doing this for my mom. I'm doing this for my dad. I'm doing this for this. I'm doing this for that. It's getting very emotional in the room. I said, okay, great. So you're doing this because you want to do X, Y, Z for? I do. All right. Finally gets to the last one. I said, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I said, then why are you putting yourself through this? Why are you here? You look miserable. If you're miserable being here, buddy, you're not forced to be here. Go home. Mm-hmm. Go do something else you can get excited about. But why are you doing this? Those 2 walked off and they quit. The other 5 who stuck around, they all became multimillionaires. Okay. What's the moral of the story? Here's the moral of the story. The other guys have to get to the bottom. By the way, this was a 2-hour conversation with 7 people.
Okay.
They have to find out why they're doing this. If you don't, you're not going to pay the price. You're not going to work that hard. Democrats have to truly sit down and ask, what do you actually believe in? Not, well, what's going to be a good angle against Republicans? No. What do you believe in? Like, if you ask me what I believe in, I'm going to tell you what I believe in. Mm-hmm. If I ask you what you believe in, you're going to tell me what you believe in. Yep. If I ask him what are the most important values, I've seen Rob evolve over the last nearly 4. Rob, how many years have you been here now? Is it 4 years
4
yet?
years. Yep.
No shit, it's 4 years already.
Yep.
Okay, 4 years. I saw Rob driving. How many hours away were you driving coming down here at the beginning?
This guy was driving all over, man.
3.5 each way.
3.5 hours. He would come and
Naples.
leave. So, but I would,
Crazy.
if they can't get to the bottom of the emotion. I had a call with a candidate this weekend. I said, listen, here's what I would be doing. When you're telling the story, tell me the story. Resonate with me. Emotions, heart-based. Why are you doing this? You look miserable. If it looks like it's work, don't do it. People will feel it. Democrats right now are clueless. And if you took the list, if they did it logically, it's not going to resonate. If they did it actually emotionally, to go back and say, when I was 16 years old, my parents went through XYZ. And I picked up this one book and I read it. And it changed my life. At 18 years old, I went through this. At 22, I did this. By 28, I did this. And I'm now 49 years old, and that thing matters to me more today than it mattered to me at 16 years old. And I want to talk to the 16-year-old. I want to talk to the 28-year-old. I want to talk to the It's got to be something like that. They don't know how to speak this language. They don't know how to speak this language, and it's unfortunate because it's almost like a couples retreat. And the Democrats, you know which couples retreats they are? They're John Favreau and his girl. That they're together only because they're waiting for their daughter to be 18 years old, leave the house to get the divorce. They look like they're miserable together. Miserable together. Right there. Those guys. Zoom in on that one, Rob. The one to the you had the picture, Rob. Right there. Right there.
No, John Favreau.
Rob,
Right there.
you just had it right there.
Right middle. It's okay. It's okay.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Those guys right there. That's the couple. That's the Democratic Party right there. You're looking at them. Okay, if you go back and look at them, that's their story. Tom, I'll give you the final
Vince
words
Vaughn in
and we'll
that
go to the
movie
next
was
story.
he was the guy, though.
So-
yes.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. And
be the
the
best
final
ass
word
I
I
can
have
be.
as I go back to it again, feeling. You know, you're out there with feeling and you're not selling anything. You're selling the fact that I'm so upset. I'm so upset. This is like an old book that was Men is from Mars, Women are from Venus, talking about women were very emotional, and there's different things that went with that. That both had their pluses, both have their strengths. We understand each other and we live better in this universe called the relationship. That's possible, but it's not happening right now because there's nothing that they're selling. They're selling anger. They're selling retribution. They're selling all this. There's nothing that they're selling, and it makes no sense. I love the thing couples retreat with that because I heard about this weekend. This couple, 88 and 91 years old, in front of a judge in Miami, and they said, we want to get divorced. And he said, how long have you been married? 62 years. You've been married 62 years and you're just getting a divorce now? Why now? Well, we were waiting till the kids died. So it's like it's the irrationality of the Democrats. Makes no sense whatsoever, right?
Dumb.
And that's what
so
it is.
funny.
They're out there selling feeling and screaming, and they can't even sell it. They have to give these people props to walk around, and they don't know what the props mean.
I'll give you one
broke
quick
them.
anecdote. It's not sustainable. I'll tell you why. All weekend, randomly, had nothing to do with No Kings protest. Friends of mine, liberal friends, texting me left and right. Adam, you were actually right about Trump. Hey, bro, I want to apologize. Hey, buddy, I just want to tell you Trump's my guy now.
Oh, they're coming around. Weird.
Much how I came around over
of
the
course.
last few years, I'm getting these texts now. And I feel like I'm sort of the sounding board because I'm sort of like the poster child for being sort of a liberal when you're young and then, your brain taking over and actually using logic. And they're sort of coming to me as like it's okay. Tell me I'm okay. I'm like, it's all good. Come on aboard.
Yeah.
Because common sense will take over after whatever it may be. There's always going to be a tipping point. And I'm so proud of my friends. And one of them goes, you know what it was for me? I had to remove my ego. My ego was getting in the way of me saying, you know what? I was wrong. This kid was protesting against Trump in 2016. Pro-Hillary. He's married, not gay, I should say. 4 kids, family man. And he said, and it took him just till now to say, I was wrong about Trump. And my opinion is this is going to happen more and more and more. Regarding these protests, it's just old white boomers who were basically at Woodstock back in the day, who've been indoctrinated for 40 years from the left-wing media. You have the Hamas sympathizers and you have the woke progressives teamed up for this big tent party of chaos and progressive and communism. And for me, this is not sustainable because any logic will tell you this is all going to fall apart.
2026 is going to be a magical year, and I'm convinced most people are going to screw it up. Most people are not going to have the right plans in place. Most people are going to wing it going into 2026. And my biggest suggestion to you is whatever you're doing, do not wing going into 2026. Whether you're an individual employee, you have a family, wife and kids and family, you got big plans for your family, you want to do something special for them, you're an independent contractor, you're a business owner, you're a government employee, whatever it may be, if there's ever been a year to fully be locked in for a great business plan, it's 25 going into 26. 26 is going to be a 250-year anniversary. Trump turns 80. World Cup's coming to the U.S. Rates are going to probably lower 3 more times in 2026. Stock market's going to open up with IPOs. It's going to be a special year. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of success in 2026. I would like you to do the same as well. However, on December 12th, every year, I do a 1-day webinar for business planning. We call it the Business Planning Workshop. I want to show you a video of 2 people. See if you recognize the 2 guys and see which one you are when people do business planning. One guy's name is Ernie. One guy's name is Larry. They were both annoying. I loved both of them, but they were annoying in this setting. But I want you to watch and see which one you are, and then I want to encourage you to get registered today for December 12th. Go ahead and play the clip, Rob.
So today I'm looking at 2 business plans. One is by Ernie, whose business plan is purely based on emotion. The other one is Larry, whose business plan is purely based off of logic. You tell me, if you were an investor, who you would invest in, Ernie or Larry? Okay, guys, so thank you for being here. Ernie, Larry, let's go ahead and get started.
Thank you, Patrick.
So I love the enthusiasm. You're excited, but how are you actually going to do it?
Patrick, this thing is going to be massive. I'm telling you, it's going to make billions and billions of dollars. Don't worry about that right now. I'm just telling you, we're going to dominate the marketplace. Everybody's going to be talking about us. I share this idea with multiple people in my family. They all love it. Even my grandmother's actually deaf in 1 ear. Right. She still got it.
Get out of it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good as promising, but how are you going to present it to investors?
Pat, I'll worry about that later. Just right now, it's about the vibe. It's just going and getting it. People feed off the energy. You don't feel that? Feel that.
Unbelievable.
Look at that. People want that. People invest in that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Actually, Patrick, the market data suggests a 1.7 probability of scale, assuming favorable inflation trends. So, yes, that's where I'm at right now.
What's the vision? Give me the vision long term.
Actually, Patrick, that's where I wear the glasses. I really don't have good vision, but I ran 47 simulations, and none of them support anything that you were talking about earlier about gut feelings and anything like that. So.
Is there any plans to disrupt an industry? Like, does that excite you? Do you have the right people around you on the team?
Patrick, people equal problems. I trust a Excel spreadsheet more than I trust people, so.
Makes sense. Listen, I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you. So we're done?
We're fully done, yes.
Can I update my sheet? I'm leaving early. I can go home and play with my cats. Thank you, Patrick.
Hey.
So the truth is, we just saw all emotion Ernie, and we just saw all logic Larry, right? The reality of it is, I've been doing business plans for the last 25 years, tens of thousands of business plans with people. The truth is, you need both. You need emotion for fire. You need logic for clarity and plan. This is why once a year, I host an event called the Business Planning Workshop. It's the only virtual event that we do that anybody from around the world can come and log into this one here. You get a 200-page manual based on 12 building blocks on how you can write a business plan to make 2026 the beginning of the greatest years of your life. If you, your team, your spouse, you guys haven't registered yet, click on the link below, get registered. Cannot wait to spend an entire day with you on December 12th of this year. I'll see you there.
All right, so we're going to put the link below, Rob, for
Ernie's
people to go ahead and get registered. Ernie was fantastic, but I kind of like Larry more. Larry, to me, was a little nerdy, exciting guy to be around. But Rob, what's the website to get registered for people that are just listening in?
bpw.betdavidconsulting.com. The link is also in the description and pinned to the chat.
Beautiful. There you go. bpw.betdavidconsulting.com. Get registered. Watch it with your team. Watch it with your family. Looking forward to spending December 12, 2025 this year with you. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.